This is Boxing Tickets NI in association with SB Sports and Chaco. We're here at the media workout for the return to boxing in Dublin. Ray Moylette, how are you?
Steve, good to see you, pal. Yeah, keep him well.
Keep him well. I guess the last time we spoke it was on Zoom. It's always great to do one in person because I guess you can really feel the vibe of people. You're a well-spoken man, Ray, and I guess everybody obviously in your company always learns something good. But I guess for you it's a good return to obviously Dublin boxing. When was the last time you boxed in Dublin?
Looking back, I think it was the end of 2017 was the last time I fought in Dublin. I won that fight, was a journeyman. What's that, 5 years ago now. So, look, we all miss boxing in Ireland. Professional boxing, amateur boxing. We didn't know boxing for a long time. And thank God now Elite and Tony David promotion now after taking this on and biting the bullet and, getting the first boxing show back in Ireland. So, I'm looking forward to a good night. Good turnout here for the media workout. And all the lads that are boxing here, none of them are bigger than the show. We're all part of the show, and that's how we all want it to be. So we're all helping each other now, just get back on track, get back on top, and hopefully bring some more big nights back to the Republic again.
Definitely, it's long overdue. I think it's nearly 4 years since March 2019 was the last show. It's seriously been deprived of boxing. Obviously, you're seeing everything happening in Belfast, or obviously with yourself, you're obviously having to go and fight in England, and obviously in a matchroom card. But obviously now you're getting boxing back big time in Dublin, and even anywhere else, obviously in the south as well. There's going to be a lot of eyes watching next week. I guess everybody's watching. Katie Taylor obviously coming to Croke Park next year. Everybody's getting in line now for obviously the fight in Croke Park. Everybody's going to start putting their things together. You said to me earlier, Eddie Hearn knows you one.
Well, he doesn't know me one as such. I'll tell you what, I'm boxing now all my life as far as I know, and boxing doesn't owe me anything at this stage of my career. Obviously, everyone in this room wants to fight in the Katie Taylor show in Croke Park. I personally myself would love to do it. I took a fight against Dalton Smith back in March of this year. I was rusty. I was 3 years out of the ring. But they couldn't get a fight from, and I told Eddie Hearn I'd take on that fight. I got hit with a low blow, and I don't know what round it was. I haven't watched it back yet for obvious reasons. And the ref came and told me, he said, if you're not able to continue, he said, I'm going to disqualify Dalton. And I was on the floor, I was getting bet, I was losing the fight, and I was in pain. And I said, no, I said, I'm not going to let that happen. I said, he was too good to let something like that happen in his career. And I wasn't going to try and cheat my way to a win. So I got up and fought on, and inevitably, or ultimately, Paddy Collins threw the towel in the last round. The fight was over, I was losing, I wasn't going to win it, and I was hurt at that stage. So Eddie Hearn came backstage after me, congratulated me, thanked me for taking the fight and showing such warrior spirit, and not quitting in there, and not taking an easy way out or a shortcut out. So he said, we'll look after you again. He said, we've something for you down the line. And I'm hoping I can cash in my favour with Eddie Hearn in Croke Park. Katie Taylor is a very good friend of mine. Myself, Katie, Michael Collin and Joe Ward were the only world champions, amateur world champions. You know what I mean? So there's definitely history in it. I fought on the Bernard Dunn card when he won his world title in the 02. Myself, Paddy Barnes, and Katie Taylor on that. It was a pro-am. Brian Peters put us on. So I have a bit of history with Katie on there, and I feel I deserve a shot at it. Obviously, where my career is going at the minute, I'm not relevant. I'm coming off a loss. I need to get a win here in Dublin. Hopefully a big fight in March, and then I can hopefully in early summer then jump on the Katie Taylor show in Croke Park and bring a big title back. I'll probably fight for my third title on the Katie Taylor show and hopefully win this one.
I guess it shows testament in the person you are, Ray. You're a guy who likes to work hard for things. To say you could have took the easy way out in the Dalton Smith fight. You gain a lot of credit from that, but I guess it's now of you giving the credit yourself in the ring with obviously getting wins. Obviously, I know there's been talks of domestic fights this year. Obviously, Sean McComb called you out. You then said, I'll take Tyrone McKenna. Do you think it's a sort of domestic fight you may need to take to get on the Croke Park next year?
I would have no problem taking on a domestic fight at all. I would love to. But the reality is, and the truth is, I'm not in a position to take a domestic fight at this moment in time. Coming off a stoppage loss, a couple of years out of the ring before that, I'm only getting back on track here. So let me build a bit of momentum, get a win here. As I said, hopefully a big fight, a 50-50 fight in March, and I'll hit the ground running then I'll be able to take on anyone or anyone in Croke Park at that stage. But at this moment in time, I'm not going to call out anyone, not going to name names, but I will be ready to take on anyone. If Eddie Hearn rings me up and says, I want you to fight this person, it'll be a yes from me.
Definitely, that's the way you want it as well.
That's the way it has to be. There's no such thing as shortcuts and easy ways into this. I have to throw my head on the pillow every night when I go to bed, and it's me and my thoughts. And if they're a bigger enemy sometimes than anyone else facing you on the other side of the ring. So if you can't sleep with yourself, if you can't lie in the bed and think with your own thoughts, then you're in the wrong place. So I would not take the easy way out. No shortcuts. This is it. This is where I want. Boxing owes me nothing at this stage. I'm in it because I want to be in it, and I feel I have something else to give boxing.
Just obviously when I finally touched on obviously your stablemate Eric Donovan, obviously he realised his dreams, obviously won the European title, became a father again and obviously retired. Is that sort of setting a blueprint for you and sort of still chasing your dreams when someone else's stablemate has been there, done it, got the t-shirt and then left on his own terms? Is that what you want to do?
Well, become a father again, is it?
Well,
I know, of course. Look, I have two young kids at home, thank God, and Neville as well there, so I'm delighted with that. But Eric has said, of course he has, he's the ball rolling there. But I actually sent him a message that said, you're the lucky one, you've got out, you've got all your faculties, you've reached your summit, he got his European title, he has everything he ever wanted, and he walked out scot-free on top. That's what we all want to do. There was many opportunities I had just to walk away from this over the last couple of years when things weren't going well. But I couldn't do it because I had that regret in the back of my mind. And until I reach my full potential, I have obviously images in my head where I want to reach. And until I get them, I won't be in a position to walk away. And if I do, it'll hunt me down in the long grass and it'll beat me. So I'm going to keep going until I reach them. And then, please God, I have all my faculties with me at the end of it and I can walk away. But Eric Donovan, of course, winning the European title there in top form. He was in here today. As soon as the cameras were here, Eric was here, so I told him that too. So, look this is what we all want to do, but we want to be able to get out safe and healthy. Another stablemate of mine, Niall Kennedy as well, he was hoping to fight on this show, and his medical didn't come back so good, but thankfully he's okay and he's 100% as well. And I actually sent him a message, I said, you're a lucky one as well, because he hasn't walked away from boxing. Boxing was taken off him, it wasn't his decision, so he can never have regrets. He's done the world a favour with all he's given to boxing, and he can't ever say, 3 years sitting down in the pub and say I should have gave one more shot. He was taken away from him for health reasons and he's good now, so that's more important than anything. And he reached the end of the line, he finished his career, and that's all we want to do, and that's all we all want to do.
Definitely. I must say, I started the interview and saying, obviously being in your company, obviously you can gain something off you, but thanks very much for your time. Obviously I'm sure you're looking forward to obviously get back into winning ways next week. I'm sure we'll obviously catch up with you very soon, right?
I appreciate that, Stephen. Thank you very much. This is the first time now I've seen you in Celtic Warrior Gym. And
I was down before. Thomas brought me down, I think in February, was it? So okay. I think you were missing that day.
Maybe they told me not to come in that day. But no, you're welcome here anytime, and thank you very much for all you do for boxing and boxing in the Republic as well, and Northern Ireland, of course. So, best luck. Thanks very much for your time, Ray. Cheers.